Back's turn. Origi turn, shoot!
Build the dream in FIFA 20, pay less and get more, and use the code TVM at checkout for a bigger discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. We have changes, we have icon swaps, there's a player of the month, there's probably something else going on, maybe some new objectives. Who knows? Because for me, it's only 10 to 2, and I have nothing to do for the rest of the day, so I'm literally just sat here waiting. However, it is Foot Champs Day, so I suppose I will force myself to play a couple of games. With that being said, I do have a new team to go into that, and I have to show you the team, but I won't bother with the instructions or the formation that we use in depth today, because we'll do that tomorrow when we talk about the gameplay and our first foray into Foot Champs. Basically today there's a lot of packs to open, there's icon swaps and so on and so forth, so I don't want to waste your time too much. The team that I've built, and I built this before the Lucas Piszczek SBC came out yesterday, is this. On the right we have Bernardo Silva right mid and João Cancelo at right back. Ironically, both of them are two players that I wanted. It wasn't just, oh, they hyperlink, that'll do. João Cancelo is the best right back in the game, and I don't want any arguments about that. Why Kyle Walker is more expensive is beyond me. Must be his lovely, shiny, bald head. Bernardo Silva is essentially Coutinho. It's basically the same card, it really is. I did toy with the idea of putting Coutinho on the left-hand side, and I'm still not against that, because then we'd have two unbelievably good creative midfielders. But like I said, we'll go into all that tomorrow. I've got Pla in there. I've bought Perisic. He only cost me 7,000. I think I spent 70,000 or just under on João Cancelo, and we spent about 30,000 on Bernardo Silva. We may need, maybe Bernardo Silva might go up in price for the Aubameyang SBC. I'm not sure yet what the requirements will be or are. So we could sell him at a profit if we decided we want to switch it back to maybe, for instance, the SBC Piszczek and then maybe Sancho or something. But I don't know. That's the team I'm actually going to take into Weekend League. I am actually going to be playing a 4-5-1 as well. But like I said, I will go into the tactics and the instructions and everything tomorrow, because today we have a lot to do. That's the first one complete. Denmark or Sweden players minimum 2, leagues 4, rare players 4, 70 chemistry, easy as you like. We've done a lot of bronze pack method on this account, so I do have a lot of players backed up, and onwards and upwards we go. And that's the second one done. Italy or Greece players 2. Just whacked in a few Italians in there, a couple of bronzes. That's the only one out of the entire of the 4 marquee matchup segments that you actually need a rating on the team. It's only 72, but still you do need to add a couple of golds in there if you are going to be using bronzes. Norway, Spain next, and that is Spain, Norway done. It's taken me probably about, I don't know, 12 to 14 hours to complete this, basically because I turn it off. So if I look completely different, maybe I'm wearing the same clothes, I sleep in my clothes and I wake up and I keep recording, because the grind never stops. Let's just submit that away. And we've got one left to do. It is France, Turkey, and then marquee matchups is complete. We have one more SBC to do as well, so we'll get that done straight after this. And the final marquee matchup segment is complete. Not too difficult, just threw a bunch of French league players in there and then a couple of others dotted around to meet the league requirement. We've got 86 chemistry. It is a 77 rated team. We do need all gold, so you can get away with using just the normal basic non-rares and all the rest of it. But there it is, complete. Marquee matchups this week actually returns pretty decent packs, considering how easy it is to do. So I'm very happy about that. We have one more SBC to complete though. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has just won Player of the Month. I'm sure that'll be dropped at some point today. Next segment after we open the packs, you may see me talk about it, because obviously when the next segment comes around, it'll be icon swaps. So, job done. We could probably save a couple of the Premier League players, but to be fair, I don't think those are going to be required for anything in particular. So that's a 35k pack. Very happy about that. Marquee matchups and Volta done. And now it's time to open the packs. So before we actually open those packs, I was going to go immediately, but obviously 6 o'clock came and went. And I was expecting icon swaps, obviously, because I think they've had, correct me if I'm wrong, right, I don't know the exact date, but I'm pretty sure icon swaps were announced in August, and the date of 11th of October was confirmed in August. So they've had 2 months And obviously they would have worked this out beforehand, but they've had 2 months since the announcement. God knows how long they've decided this for beforehand, probably a month or two. So they've had so many days, so much time to prepare the launch of icon swaps. And 6 o'clock on the 11th has come and gone, and we have nothing, and there's no announcement. And it is such an EA thing. And you know me, right? Last year, I complained my ass off about this game because it was bad. However, this year, I've been the pillar of positivity because the game doesn't deserve the slating that it's getting. However, EA do themselves absolutely no service whatsoever by doing things like this. They either don't release content and people get pissed off by it, they either bring in objectives and then don't utilize them, or they do something like this where they announce something and they don't actually drop it. I find it increasingly difficult to defend EA when they do things like this. So I was recording a second ago and I've had to take time away from it and stop to have a look around to see what people are saying. If EA have said, sorry, there's going to be a slight delay because this happens, that's happened. Nothing, obviously. The Spanish EA Twitter account has posted that it's available now, and they've. I suppose we can look at it if you really want to. It's difficult to understand what the hell it says because it's in Spanish. Funnily enough, so let's go over to the. I'm not bitching, by the way. I find it unbelievable how a multi-million-pound company, billion-pound company, who have a game that it literally makes them more money than any other game that they own. Correct me if I'm wrong, but FIFA earns EA more money than any other franchise that they have, and yet they get things so wrong so consistently. And I don't want to bash them. I really, this game is enjoyable. I actually like it. But they don't do themselves any favours. So this is the tweet. I think this is this has to be the Spanish account, right? I did Spanish in school. Sounds about right. So if we just go to translate, from French. It's French. It's not Spanish. I apparently didn't listen in school. To be fair, I left school a long time ago. So anyway, the first wave of icons exchanges is available. Collect chips via DCE and goals. I don't really know. To redeem your chips against your favourite icons, there will be a total of 24 chips. Choose wisely. And then more information here. Now, I don't actually know what this is. Is this a... this is the pitch notes for the icon swaps itself. Oh, here we go. Actually, we might be able to find out the date that they announced this. I said August. You watch me. I'm getting it wrong now. There's no date on when this pitch notes was given to us, apparently. But I'm pretty sure it was August. Anyway, so we get 2 images, of course, the icons that will hopefully at least be available today via icon swaps. I don't know which ones I'm going for yet. It would 100% depend on the prices and so on and so forth. But this is the other image that they've released. Now, I can't translate this, and if you speak French, feel free to let me know, although chances are by the time you do let me know, we'll know what's going on. But just judging by what that says, it says Season 1, 12, and then whatever those other words are. I'm guessing they mean 12 tokens, right? So in Season 1, or through the rest of Season 1, which is 27 days and 23 hours, that's when Season 1 finishes. There will be 12 tokens released. And then in Season 2, which I think is 40, 50 days, maybe even 60 days, it must be because this whole thing lasts 3 months, so it's 60 days. There will be 12 tokens released again. So 24 in total, but they are spreading it out. 24 tokens to be released over the next 3 months. Meaning that, we don't know the prices just yet, obviously. Let's go back to the main game, because that's all there is to speak of just yet. But we don't know the prices and how they're gonna sort of spread these out or whatever. So it would be difficult for me to speculate, should we say? By now you may already know, but at the moment it would be difficult for me to speculate because I don't want to do them a disservice and say, EA are bound to screw it up. They're bound to misprice players and put some players like that Sanchez, that Mexican striker. He's good, but his composure is absolutely dreadful. Like, he should be a relatively cheap one, but my prediction is that he's actually going to be one of the most expensive, which is laughable because only people who were fans of him, the club he played for, and in probably Mexicans, are going to go for that card. No one else in their right mind would go for it because he's just not going to be good enough. But they'll still make him stupidly expensive, thus basically slapping fans of his and Mexicans in general in the face. So we'll have to see what happens. Do you know one thing that I really hate about the whole EA system of doing tokens and objectives is that we have to do it at their pace, and that's what really grinds my gears. Do you know what I really love this year? Squad battles. Squad battles for me has changed dramatically this year to the point where if I like playing against the AI as much as I did last year, I would be rinsing that all day every week because you can do it at your own pace. If one time I want to sit down and literally play 30 games in one session, not that I would, but I can. That's my point. I can do that. Last year you had to wait for sort of sections to unlock, and that's what I didn't like. But letting us do things at our own pace is just paramount, really. You need to do that. But with objectives, we have to just go at their pace. You know, like these tokens are going to get drip fed over the next 3 months. That's 90 days. That's a long time. When people are complaining that they don't release an SBC one day and then you go 2 days without content and people are pulling their hair out, can you imagine what it's going to be like waiting to get your hands on one of those icons? Unbelievable, Jeff. So Peace Check has come out and I've decided already I'm not doing it. It's a great card. I don't think it's worth the coins because you are literally giving 140 to 160,000 coins away for this. Maybe even more by now because obviously the Aubameyang SBC has just been released. That's quite an expensive one, so that will drive prices up again. So this is probably going to go up in price. If you didn't do this yesterday, you've probably missed the boat to do it where it was semi-reasonable. Now it's just going to be through the roof. It's a great card, don't get me wrong. I really do like it, but we've just bought Cancelo. And if I get an untradeable right back, I don't want him to be the most expensive player in the team. This Aubameyang is... oh dear. I've got a really itchy nose. And it's irritating. So 87 rated team, 85 rated team, 85 rated team, 87 rated team. The thing that really surprised me was the packs aren't that great. Rare Mega Pack is brilliant. For the other 87, it's a Jumbo Premium Gold Players Pack. Not great. You get a 25k pack and a rare Electrum. I mean, they could have given a 50k, 55k, maybe a 45k there and a 35k pack there. Those packs would have been banging. And that SBC then becomes a little bit more appealing. I'm going nowhere near this. Main account, Road to Glory, whatever. If I can have a look at the upgrade for this card as well, by the way. Let's have a look at the card itself. The upgrade it's had from the 88 is embarrassing. It's barely gone up. So, 2 in finishing, 1 in shot power, 1 in sprint speed, 2 positioning, nothing for stamina, strength and jumping, like not 1 iota, no balance, no agility, no dribbling. He has 79 dribbling and you can't give him 2 or 3 points. Unbelievable. Only 1 reactions, 1 ball control, 1 composure. This is worse than an inform. Honestly, if he'd gone up by 1 overall as an inform, he would have had +2 on nearly everything, and he would have gone up to 89 rated. And he's got a Player of the Month, a card that theoretically should be at least 2 higher than the base, and have obviously a substantial boost in stats to make it justifiable. This is an untradeable card that is going to cost you, and wait for it. Let's have a little bit of a drum roll, please, Maestro. 500,000 coins. That is probably, 100k? It's been massively downvoted. I'm not surprised. The price isn't actually that bad, considering the base version is 350. So you're paying an extra 150,000 coins for a Player of the Month card, which actually doesn't sound that bad. But when you look at the stats difference, there's no point. You are paying 150,000 coins to have the card design and the packs aren't worth it. So... yeah, not for me, that one. Not for me at all. Lots of sarcastic tweets coming out about icon swaps. I keep calling it foot swaps, and it's really getting on my nerves. A little bit of communication wouldn't have gone amiss, though, would it, really? I mean, I understand this is... I'm doing my own head in by being a little bit too negative about it, but, you know, in this situation, you can't help but laugh. So, Bronze Week 3 has come out as normal. They're quite easy to do. You can do them in one game, really. Score in any mode with a midfielder. list 3 players on the market. We'll do that when we open some packs in a second. Get an assist using a striker, not a problem. Score 2 goals using players from the Premier League or League One, not a problem. We'll bring Cavani on and we'll do all that in one game, and then we'll move on to week 3 silver. Still haven't completed this, by the way. Did I think I completed. Where's week 2 gold? Is that no? Well, week 1 gold. That's disappeared. I could have swore I completed that earlier. I might have done. I can't remember. I scored a header, and I only needed one with a player of physical ability. What physical has Pla got, actually? Let me apply some contracts here. He's only got 77 physical. Scored a header with him in Foot Champs, and yeah, I've played 3 games of Foot Champs so far, and we've got a 2-1 record right now, and I'll show you the gameplay for that for tomorrow, but just to give you a little heads up, that's where we are with it. 3 games played, 2 wins, 1 loss. The loss was my own fault as well, so I mean, at the time I was raging like you wouldn't believe. I punched my wall, I punched my hand, I punched my head. I went a little bit bananas, not gonna lie. Mad. I was seething. My own fault, though. I wasn't mad at the game. I was mad at me. I was an idiot. I kept calling myself bad names. I scared my cat and all sorts. Oh, I felt horrendous. Will I do that again? Yeah, I will. Next time I play FIFA. By the way, right, I discovered today the most stressful thing you can do in life is play FIFA and then go food shopping. Don't do that. Especially at 3:30 on a Friday afternoon. My God. That was the biggest mistake I've ever made, and I've made some mistakes. So let's get rid of that. We don't want the Norwegian badge. No disrespect to any Norwegians watching. Just to get the achievement, the objective done, we'll list that player up. So that's one of the 3 listed. We just need to list 2 more. We have a 25k pack, which we got from something. We've got a small rare gold players pack, which we got from Marquee matchups. I'm not going to get anything from that. The mega pack came from that SBC you saw me do earlier, and the rare Electrum was I think the top reward for Marquee matchups. Let's do the 25k pack. I did this on my main account, and if you've watched the Marquee matchups video I did yesterday, you'll see what we had. Spoiler alert, sod all. We got nothing. I'm kind of hoping for at least a board here. That's fantastic. Ricardo Pereira out of the 25k pack. He should sell for a little bit at least. I'm kind of hoping for as close to 20k as possible. Rolly went to Montpellier. Well. You learn something new every day. There we go. So he's okay. So he's about 15k. Do you know what? I'm not gonna be disheartened about that. Let's list him for 15,000 exactly. See if he sells. If he does, happy days. That ticks off another player as well. So that gives us. Oh, hello. He's worth a little bit. So this is going to be our 3rd player that we list, and that will unlock the objective. So we'll list him for 700. Seems to be the cheapest, and there it is. There's our objective done. We get rid of McGregor. Don't need to list him. Right. Let's do the rare Electrum next. This is fun. I was honestly hoping to sit down and... Oh, that's a board. That's nice. Is that a walkout, though? I think it might be, you know. I couldn't really tell. Italian is ruined already. Centre-back. It's going to be Chiellini, I'm hoping. Of course it's not. It's Bonucci. Well, it is a walkout, to be fair, so we can't really be too displeased with it, but it's Bonucci. The only walkouts I think we've had so far on this account have been Bonucci and Navas. I think maybe did we get another one? I got Muller, I think. So we've had 3 dead walkouts, but you know, at least they're walkouts. I will get happy at one point when we get a walkout, I promise. He actually could be worth a little bit now though, because obviously 86 rated and required for certain things. I'll keep him though, because he's only 18k. We don't need the coins right now. We can discard him. Is he worth anything? He is. I mean, maybe if we're lucky, maybe 800 coins. And as we discard that, I'm going to do the Mega Pack next, because these have been absolutely diabolical for us. Yesterday, we opened... That's going to be a board, though. We opened, what, 3 yesterday? That's just a board, no walkout. It's going to be Edin Dzeko. Yeah, Edin Dzeko, 80... I want to say 5. It's 84, though, isn't it? Yeah, he's been downgraded, 84. I was kind of hoping we would be able to sit down today and go through, you know, the requirements for the icon swaps and what icon we were going to get, etc., etc. But obviously that's been sort of thrown into obscurity. So we kind of have to wait till tomorrow to do that. I will show you gameplay of Foot Champs tomorrow, so don't worry too much about that. I know no gameplay today, but to be fair, I wasn't expecting to be sat here with my thumb up my backside waiting for EA to sort their lives out. It's an interesting one, put it that way. Let's open the small rare gold. I've opened 4 of these now this year and not got a board from any of them. That's a board. Please be a walkout. It's not a walkout, but a board is a board. You know, at least that's all I really wanted. Spain, striker. It's going to be Morata or Costa. It's Morata. It's never Costa. I think Costa's the same rating this year anyway, so it's not even like, oh, it's always Morata, it's never Costa, like it actually matters, because it doesn't. What do we get here? Anything else worth noting? No, unfortunately we don't. But we do have, you know, a few players to put into the club. Eder. Does Eder look alright? Eder does look alright, you know. Nice little starter player there. Give him the right chem style, improve that finishing. Bump up those... Well, actually, to be fair, yeah, the sniper, there we go, job done. I mean, do you know what, right? I know no one cares, but I care, so I'm going to go check it out. I want to know if he's actually any good. Eder, where am I looking here? There he is. Right, so Eder with a sniper on him goes up to an 83 rated striker, has 93 finishing, 83 composure, 93 dribbling, 93 agility. I tell you what, right, 4-star, 700 coins that guy is. With a sniper on him, he's an absolute animal. 85 rated centre forward and an 85 rated left wing with a sniper. He looks really good. No one cares, but I thought I'd just say it anyway. Let's just discard him because no one cares. But you know, I'm like a scout. I can spot talent. You know what I'm saying? So I was actually keeping the packs, or intended on keeping those packs, just in case EA decided to release something in packs to go along with our icon swaps. But obviously, EA are having massive issues and meltdowns in Vancouver right now, so it doesn't look like we're going to get them within, you know, at the next foreseeable future. Hopefully we do. I was kind of hoping to see a tab next to Foundations that said icon swaps and just a whole host of objectives. My prediction as we wrap up this episode, because I am genuinely tilted. I shouldn't be, but I am. I know. I need to go outside and get some fresh air. But let me apply some contracts. My prediction for this icon swaps, now that I've read that 12 tokens in a month sort of thing, and the other 12 tokens in the other 2 months, my prediction is that they drip feed us the tokens, and it takes us nearly November, not nearly November, mid-November, to get any one of the decent icons. And it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if they made all of the icons the same price, 20 plus tokens at least, and you had to wait more or less until Christmas to get all of the tokens to be able to buy just one, because it said choose carefully. So whether that meant, you know, you've got one shot, choose carefully, or whether it meant, you know, you're going to have multiple choices, because some of the icons are only going to be 5 tokens or 10 tokens or whatever, and you can pick multiple. I would be very interested to see what happens with it, but obviously until we get it, we can't really speculate. I'm really hoping they don't do what they did with the UCL content and just knock this on the head for the time being because they've had a problem. Just release it when it's ready, that's fine. Just don't take all week about it, you know? That's the team that we've been playing with in Weekend League. It's the team I'm going to continue playing with, and I will run through the setup, the instructions, and tomorrow I think I'm going to buy Axel Witsel because Tolisso just loves to get forward and I need him to stay back. That's going to do it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you do, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.